Hey guys, today on Toy Spot we'll be looking at Dual Blast Shocker with Vibro Shock Action. Sounds extremely dirty. Needless to say, let's look at the packaging. Packaging's the same, pretty generic. It's the same wave, I believe, as the Venom and the Electro. If we flip around the back, you got Spider-Man up in the top left corner. You've got the instructions for Shocker, and you've got a Try Me switch, which actually is funny because the way the Try Me is, you actually have to crank it to get the figure to do its gimmick. Now, the way the figure is sitting in his package, it would be next to impossible for the character to do his gimmick. Needless to say, at the bottom corner there, actually there's the rest of the wave there, we've got Mad Jack, we've got a couple of Spider-Mans, and we've got the Stealth Venom. And that's pretty much the packaging for this toy. Get one more shot of it. Okay, we're going to just go take a break, and then we're going to open this guy back up. I'll give you a shot of the figure. Be right back. Alright, so we have Shocker now out of its packaging. Let's get a good close-up look of the figure here. Very nice detailing on the mask and the on that snakeskin texture of his. Very, very nice. The one thing I'm not a big fan of for the sculpt, at least, is if you turn it sideways, the way they've got the neck sculpted here, it's kind of like he's got a kinked neck. He's leaning forward. I wish they could have changed that. But aside from that, though, it's a good solid figure. Good use of coloring. He's got a good sculpt on his boots here. And he's got his wrist gauntlets, what he used in the comics to use his shock attack here. Not too bad. If we turn it around here, here's the gimmick that I was telling you about in the packaging here. The idea with this gimmick is if you just crank it up here. I don't know if you can get that on camera. You can probably hear it though. He basically vibrates. Yeah, I mean, for what the character is called, I mean, I guess they couldn't really have done too much else with the character other than have a feature or a gimmick like that. I will say at least the gimmick doesn't ruin the figure. I guess they could have just, had they really screwed this character up, they could have just had all this unarticulated, so it was just a top statue, and then allow it to shake. But I'm glad that they've still got the articulation going in the figure. One other gimmick that he has is, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but right there's a little hole in his gauntlets. Included with the figure is 4 of these missiles. The idea with the missiles is that you can put them into the holes here. And now he's got a missile. And there's a little switch right there that when you press it, he shoots the missile off. If you ask me, that's a total throwaway gimmick. Shocker never has shot missiles out of his gauntlets, but they're there. I mean, you have to give him something else, I guess, other than a vibrating feature. But there's the Shocker. A good solid figure. I will also say too that this is one of the only few Shocker toys that have ever actually been made. There was also a Shocker toy made for the Spider-Man 3 figure wave, but those were the small scale. This is actually the only, if I'm not mistaken, the only Marvel Legends scale Shocker that has been made. So because of that, I would say if you're a big fan of Spider-Man, you're a big fan of the villains and Shocker, I would probably suggest getting this figure because it's a good solid entry. And hey, I mean, you know, he looks good amongst the other villains on your shelf. So that concludes this review. Like I said, I would recommend you getting him. He is a good solid figure, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye.